I'm Calvin Chapman with the Hgp Sports Cast. Christopher Barnwell, who missed the third-round victory against Barbados Pride with a slight injury, has returned to the Jaguars' side with a bang, taking 5 wickets as Trinidad is in trouble with the score at 117 for 8 at tea. Here's more. As the Regional 4-Day Professional Cricket League resumes, the Guyana Jaguars has the upper hand against Trinidad and Tobago Red Force at Queen's Park Oval, a match with dark clouds looming over after some light showers pre-match. The home side won the toss and chose to bat. The first time this season, the Jaguars has fielded first. Shortly after the first drinks break, rain delayed play. The score at that time was 33 for 3. Raymond Reefer's early breakthrough was backed up by Christopher Barnwell taking the wickets of Kyle Hope and Yannick Correa. After the first delay, lunch was taken and Barnwell struck twice after again with the wickets of Kajorn Ottilie and the dangerous Narsingh Deonarine, leaving the Red Force dangling at 6-4 for 5. The score at the second drinks break was 81 for 5, with Jason Mohammed at the crease with 26 and Stephen Katwaru 7. Pamal then quickly removed Mohammed and Katwaru briefly after the break with only 8 runs being added. Barnwell then struck once more to complete his 5-wicket haul. The score at that time was 102 for 8. At tea, the score was 117 for 8, with the Jaguars in a good position to make it 4 wins in 4 matches. The inaugural Cricket Guyana Inc. Local Franchise League balls off on Saturday, December 5 with the first round matches. In an effort to widen the pool of players to select from and to provide greater opportunities for local players, 8 league teams have been set up across the country. Action between Upper Quarantine and East Coast Demerara franchises will be at the Enmore Community Centre ground. Georgetown versus Lower Quarantine at the Albion Community Centre, West Berbice against Essequibo at Georgetown Cricket Club ground, and West Demerara versus East Bank Demerara Upper Demerara at Wales Community Centre. The local franchise league will feature contracted and academy players being assigned to the 8 teams, with Upper Quarantine having the support of Devendra Bishu, Anthony Bramble, and Asad Fuddin, with Lower Quarantine featuring Verisamy Pamal, Ron Johnson, and Shimron Hetimayo. Keon Joseph, Kandasamy Sujnarain, and Gudakish Moti will turn out as professionals for West Berbice. East Coast Demerara will include Shivnarain Chandrapal, Paul Wintz, Rajendra Chandrika, and Stephen Sankar, while Georgetown will feature Leon Johnson, Christopher Barnwell, Rajanan, and Kimol Savory as their professional guest players, with East Bank Upper Demerara, Donnin Robin Bacchus, Tevin Imlak, Dexter Solomon, and Vishal Singh. West Demerara will have as their professionals Jevon Searles, Tej Narain Chandrapal, Akshay Prasad, Stephen Jacobs, and Kimo Paul. And finally, Essequibo will feature as their professional guest players Ronsford Beaton, Raymond Reefer, Kevin Buddy, and Anthony Adams. Now here is Sean Embrock with what's happening in sports this weekend.
This is your HGP Weekend Sport Events. Port Royal Football Club and Iflat Warriors will clash in the finals of the West Demerara Football Association's Interclub Knockout Tournament on Sunday, December 6 at the Denamstel Ground, in the feature game at 3:30 p.m. And in the battle for third place will be Strodeville Football Club and Beavers at 1:30 p.m. playing the first game. Admission to the finals is $500. Futsal. Guinness Greatest of the Street quarterfinal action is on at the Cultural Centre Tarmac on Friday, December 4. Starting the fast-paced action will be defending zone champions North Rumville taking on Penn Street. East Front Road will play back circle in the second matchup. West Front Road will face the only debutant team that remain in the fight, Challenge 9 in the third game. To close out the quarterfinal fixture, national champion Sparta Boss will be challenged by a strong Northeast La Penitent squad. Teams will be vying for the available spots in the semifinals, billed for Tuesday at the same venue. Kickoff time for the street football is 9 p.m. Still with football, on the 11 girls will be locked in action for the continuation of the small to Pee-wee competition on Saturday, December 5 at 10 a.m. at the Ministry of Education ground, Carifesta Avenue, with matches in the quarter and semifinals. Playing for places 9 to 16 are St. Margaret's, St. Ambrose, Sophia, St. Angeles, Smith Memorial, F.E. Pollard's Primary, Winford Garden, and St. Agnes will engage each other in the first 5 games for the first session. Then in the second session at 12 noon, to qualify for 4 quarterfinal spots, North Georgetown will start things off against Enterprise Primary in the first quarterfinal. Stella Maris Primary and West Romville play game 2. St. Stephen's and Tuckville Primary go head-to-head in the third game, and St. Pius Primary and South Romville battle for the last spot to conclude the quarterfinal action. The tournament is scheduled to culminate on Saturday, 12th December 2015. And finally, in the weekend sports roundup, GTT Guyana Football Union's 10th rugby tournament continues on Saturday, December 5 at the National Park Ground. After 3 rounds of the competition, frontrunners and point leaders, Guyana Defence Force will enter round 4 in a strong position, and they will play Caribs, who will be playing their first game of the 10th tournament. Scrum time is 3 p.m. That concludes the updates on Weekend Sports Event. I'm Sean Embrack.
And that concludes your Sportscast.